When we look at our planet from space, one thing becomes clear. Most of it is covered in blue. That blue is the ocean. Vast, deep, and mysterious. Oceans make up about 71% of the Earth's surface, and without them, life as we know it wouldn't exist. They regulate our climate, produce more than half of the oxygen we breathe, provide food and resources, and connect people and places across the globe. But despite their importance, oceans remain one of the least explored frontiers on Earth. So, what exactly is an ocean? It's a massive body of saline water that stretches across thousands of kilometers. And together, all the oceans form what scientists call the world ocean. But for simplicity, we divide them into 5 major oceans: the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, and Arctic. Each one has unique features, climates, and ecosystems, yet all are interconnected, forming a single living system that shapes our planet. The Pacific is the largest and deepest, home to the Mariana Trench, which plunges nearly 11 kilometers below sea level. Deeper than Mount Everest is tall. It also surrounds the Ring of Fire, a zone of intense volcanic and earthquake activity. The Atlantic is the second largest, stretching between the Americas, Europe, and Africa. It contains the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the world's longest mountain range, hidden under the waves. The Indian Ocean is crucial for global trade and is strongly influenced by monsoon winds. The Southern Ocean, circling Antarctica, drives global circulation patterns that redistribute heat and nutrients. And then there's the Arctic, the smallest and shallowest, icy for much of the year, but vital for polar ecosystems and global climate balance. But oceans aren't just water. Beneath the surface lie incredible landscapes: continental shelves, abyssal plains, undersea mountains, ridges, and trenches. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are buzzing with life, while estuaries and mangroves serve as nurseries for countless species. Ocean currents act like conveyor belts, moving heat across the globe. For example, the Gulf Stream carries warm water from the Caribbean to Northern Europe, giving places like the UK a much milder climate than other regions at the same latitude. Even tides, driven by the moon and the sun, play a key role in shaping coastlines and ecosystems. Now, let's talk about life in the ocean, because it is absolutely breathtaking. At the base of the food chain are plankton, tiny organisms that float near the surface. They may be small, but they are mighty, producing much of the world's oxygen and feeding countless species. Moving up the chain, we have fish, crustaceans, sea turtles, dolphins, whales, and sharks, each playing a role in balancing ecosystems. Coral reefs, covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, host around 25% of marine life. In the deep sea, where sunlight never reaches, bizarre creatures like anglerfish, giant squids, and glowing jellyfish survive in complete darkness and crushing pressure. Around hydrothermal vents, entire ecosystems thrive without sunlight, using chemicals from Earth's crust as energy. For humans, oceans have always been central. They are highways of exploration and trade, sources of food, and centers of culture and inspiration. Billions of people rely on seafood as their primary source of protein. Oceans also provide resources like oil, gas, and minerals, and they drive industries such as fishing and tourism. But our relationship with the ocean isn't only positive. Human activity is putting enormous pressure on marine ecosystems. Pollution is one of the biggest issues, especially plastic waste. Millions of tons of plastic enter the oceans each year, forming massive garbage patches and harming marine life. Sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish. Seabirds ingest bottle caps, and microplastics are now found everywhere, even in the food we eat. Oil spills and chemical runoff further damage fragile ecosystems. Climate change is another growing threat. As the planet warms, so do the oceans, causing coral bleaching, shifting habitats, and melting polar ice. Rising sea levels threaten coastal cities, while acidification, caused by excess carbon dioxide absorbed by the ocean, weakens shells and coral skeletons. Overfishing is also pushing many species to the brink, disrupting food webs and livelihoods. And yet, the ocean still holds incredible hope. Scientists estimate that over 80% of it remains unexplored. That means the majority of this vast environment is still a mystery. Every year, new species are discovered, new ecosystems are studied, and new insights reveal how interconnected life really is. Technologies like submarines, remotely operated vehicles, and autonomous drones allow us to explore places once thought unreachable. Satellite systems help us track ocean currents, weather, and changes in sea level. Who knows what secrets still lie in the depths, from undiscovered species to potential cures for diseases hidden in marine organisms. The ocean is also a frontier of innovation. Renewable energy from tides and waves could power future cities. Marine biotechnology is unlocking new medicines and materials. Sustainable aquaculture could help feed a growing global population. And with conservation efforts, from marine protected areas to international agreements, there's a real chance to restore balance. But it's not just up to scientists and governments. Each of us has a role to play. Reducing plastic use, supporting sustainable seafood, conserving water, and raising awareness are simple steps that make a difference. The choices we make on land affect the ocean, because everything is connected. In the end, oceans are more than just massive bodies of water. They are the lifeblood of our planet. They regulate climate, nurture ecosystems, inspire imagination, and connect us all. They are full of mysteries, challenges, and opportunities. Protecting the ocean means protecting life itself, not just for us but for generations to come. So, the next time you stand on a beach and look out at the horizon, remember that you are looking at the largest, most powerful, and most mysterious system on Earth, one that needs our respect, our curiosity, and our care.